This is everything you need to know about tomorrow's update. Now, we got confirmation from Fortnite status that we will be receiving an update on May 14th, which should be the final update of the season as far as Battle Royale goes. But more importantly, this is going to be them leaving the Star Wars content and removing it from the game. Now, despite it being removed from Battle Royale and Rocket Racing, inside of the highlighted area here, we went ahead and saw that LEGO did tell us that Star Wars is going to remain in the game even after the updates. Now, I don't know if this means we're getting Star Wars related updates going forward, even though it's not in Battle Royale or Rocket Racing, or if it's just going to keep this stuff in the game forever. Now, something that's extremely important to note is that Battle Royale is currently getting their next season's teaser or mini event into the game, and that consists of a sandstorm. Now, why am I bringing this up in a LEGO video? That's because the leaked roadmap that we received earlier that has to do with the next season showed a ton of sand and an apocalyptic style of look. Again, this is very important because inside of this next season of Battle Royale, things that you could see as far as LEGO Fortnite goes is another part of the Star Wars event that does show different type of vehicles, but also the Combo event should be happening in this season as well. So while we may not get these updates tomorrow, we should be seeing these updates for another Star Wars part and also for Combo in the near future. It also confirms that the roadmap is real, which means we know every single content drop we'll be getting for LEGO Fortnite. So because the update for the new season isn't until May 24th, and that is the halfway point of that Star Wars image for LEGO Fortnite, something that I believe is going to happen is that we won't see a part 2 of Star Wars, if we're going to get that at all, until that day of the update. So maybe we see a part 2 of Star Wars the same exact day that we do see the brand new season of Battle Royale. So where does that leave us for tomorrow? So a common pattern that happens when it comes to updates on LEGO Fortnite seems to be after a content drop, the next update that comes is always bugs and stability fixes that have to do with that update. So anytime that we get that content, the next update 2 weeks later is typically going to be fixing any issues that they had with the release. So a few things that we know that have had issues inside of this update has to be vehicles not properly working or continuing to disappear, but also friends not being able to get into the same lobbies together. There's a bunch of issues that they definitely have to touch on, so any updates that we get tomorrow should mainly be stability issues and some bug fixes. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to be upset because everybody just always wants new content to release in the game, and they don't typically care about brand new bug fixes and stability issues coming to an end. So something that you guys can look forward to if you are looking to new content, that's going to be Friday, May 24th. That is next Friday that we should be getting a Battle Royale season update, which means that we should get a little bit of content for LEGO Fortnite as well. We don't have new seasons inside of LEGO. However, if they're going to put out an update for one game mode, they do put out an update for every single game mode. So just because Battle Royale is getting the major content drop doesn't mean that we're not going to at least get a little bit of something inside of the game that day. Now, we may not receive any content on Friday, so let me give you guys a few things that you could do to fill in the time while you guys are waiting for more content drops. The first thing that you guys should all be doing is going ahead and exploring the Star Wars area. That way that you can find all 4 Star Wars villagers. If you guys didn't know, after the actual crash happened, 4 Star Wars villagers are now wandering around the grasslands, snow biome, and dry valley looking for somebody to go ahead and talk to them. And you could talk to these villagers, bring them back to any of your villagers, even in the real world, and allow them to start working inside of that area. So take a look and try to find all 4 of these villagers. That way that you could add them onto your village and set some new jobs up on them. Another great idea to do is to go ahead and collect as much material as you can that you find to be relatively rare that has to do with the Star Wars update. Something that I found is that scrap Durasteel doesn't seem to be all that common. Regular Durasteel and Plastoid can be found in every single one of the Star Wars caves, as well as if you went ahead and you broke down some of the extra villages that they placed around. But scrap Durasteel seems to be extremely rare, so that's something I definitely want to start collecting, because if we do get a part 2 of the update, like I tell you guys every single time there's an update, update, I want to be as prepared as humanly possible and have as much material as I can so that when that update comes out, I can enjoy it day one rather than spending a few days actually gathering materials just before I can enjoy the update. Another thing that I feel like people kind of miss the mark on is just the creativity behind the LEGO Star Wars event. One of the things that happened was we got a brand new world, or a new island inside of our world that doesn't have any of our current materials, buildings, vehicles, or anything like that set up on it yet. So we're really getting a second chance at this LEGO event, which makes it extremely fun because it's like you're starting all over again, but you still have some of the tools, if you need them, back at your home base. And of course, you can run them back over to this village as well. So something that I went ahead and did was I set up my new Star Wars area to be exactly like my main base with materials. That way I have one main base inside of this Star Wars area and one main base inside of my normal area. What that's going to do is, once again, any update going forward, it doesn't matter which world I'm in or which island I'm on, I'm going to go ahead and be able to enjoy any updates that come because I have farmed the materials and I've set up each base with a bunch of chests that have everything that I could possibly need for these updates. So if we get a part 2 update to this, there's a few things that you guys are going to absolutely need to do in order to be ready, because what I assume is going to happen, and I put out an entire video breaking down different stuff, is going to be different colored lightsabers, but also getting things like ground vehicles and aircrafts releasing into the game. Now those can come with brand new materials dropping as well. However, it does seem like a lot of the stuff is going to be in this game forever, like they said, so they should be giving us more content to use when it comes to a lot of these new materials. So if we do get different airships into the game, you are going to need more scrap Durasteel, and Plastoid, that way that you can use them in the game. You also never know when it comes to some of the weapons in this game as well. They did have one for one of the quest lines, and if we do get another content drop for this, you may need some stuff inside of your Dry Valley or also your Frostlands biome where you have to complete a quest with some of the weapons that were released in this game as well, or even turn over some of your lightsabers in return for going up a level inside of one of these biomes. So make sure that you guys are as prepared as possible. That way when these content drops come out, you can enjoy them just as much as I do. But comment down below what you guys are currently doing in the LEGO Star Wars event. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.